All right. So my writer, I think I did Jason Aaron last year, and I think I'm gonna do Jason Aaron again this year.
Oh,
Jason Aaron,
he did Star Wars.
Yes, Star Wars.
Year.
He also wrote, and he's got two in our book, in this year's offerings. Southern Bastards.
Oh, okay.
But the book that I just remember just thinking, wow, this is so well written, was Thor: God of Thunder. The God
Thor
Butcher
was amazing. That was one of the best superheroes I've read for sure. And it was the writing that made the structure so, like, the skeleton of it was so good.
Yeah. Jason Aaron, my writer of the year.
Nice.
All right, so now we are definitely down to the big one. I'm gonna put some alternative pop punk on this. All right, here we are. Oh, how about a drum roll too? All right, comic of the year.
Larry, this was tough for me. I've hardly even. I want to go back and change. I don't even know if I've decided yet.
This was super easy for me.
Oh, okay. Then maybe you should go first.
My favorite thing is monsters.
Wow, Larry.
It was so fantastic.
Wow.
It was such a breath and so like, wow, I discovered this. This is just like, boom, and it was there. Written by Emil Ferris, and drawn by Emil Ferris, and it's just this fantastic story. It's a coming of age story. It's a crime story, and it's a period piece set in the early mid 70s, late 70s, and it's just awesome. It's so awesome.
It's amazing. So, Larry, my debate was between between my favorite thing is monsters and Daredevil.
Wow.
Now, I really wanted to be able to say that my favorite comic for the year was a superhero. And I was thinking about it as like, okay, if this series is about making that recommendation for your next favorite comic, and someone comes up to me and says, what comic should I read? Pretty much I got to tell them what I think the number one was for the year. If I'm not saying what's coming up next week.
Uh-huh.
And when people ask me about comics, it's about half just think superheroes. And then half think, I don't like superheroes. Not don't like superheroes, but like they get intrigued when I'm like, oh, we mostly read Dark Horse and Image kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
But my favorite thing with monsters is too good. It's the best comic I've ever, like, it's so, the art, Larry. If you're going to read comic books, you read it for the art. If I want to read for plot, I'll read short story. You know, if I want to listen to music, every art has its medium, or every medium has its, like, area of expertise.
Right.
It's like, if I want to watch a movie, I want it to be cinematic. I don't want a lot of talking. If I want to read a comic book, I'm reading a comic book for the art first. And my favorite thing of monsters, it's the best art. It's the best.
It's a great comic, and it's her first time out the gate too, and like, which is amazing. And it's epic. I loved it. I love the entire. I read the entire thing, but we read the first 25 pages of it, and that 25 pages is what we're basing our favorites on.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just awesome. We're simpatico in that.
Sweet, Larry. We're right on.
We're right on.
Your favorite comic, my next favorite comic, everybody's next favorite comic.
So, what a great... That's it. We wrapped it up. This was super fun. Episode 100.
Episode 100, all right. About the Benjamins, baby.
All right, James, do you want to keep reading comics with me next year?
I would love to, Larry.
All right, so next week...
Where would I be without you?
Next week, we're going to come back with... Uploaded in my ear. Next week, episode 101. We're going to read a sci-fi book together. This is from Boom Comics, and I was so excited about this because one of the guys from the club was just like, how about that book Cluster? We never finished reading that.
Cluster
is, what if you could, it's set in the future. It's a sci-fi book set in the future, and you can, what if you have life in prison? What if you're life in prison, but instead of life in prison, you can be like, well, go be a cluster agent, and you can get out in 15 years. So you go protect your planet. You're a soldier for your planet.
Interesting.
And they put a bomb inside your chest if you go off reservation.
If you go rogue,
they blow you up. So
that's interesting.
Here's a little plug for Comixology Unlimited.
All right.
If you wanted to buy this, it's $15, but it's absolutely free on Comixology Unlimited.
There you go.
So it's written by Ed Brisson, who did Sheltered, by the way, and
come in, she said. I'll give you.
Damian Casiro. Cluster is the name of the book, and so we're gonna be back. The show's not over. We're gonna keep on rolling, and this has been super fun. I love the ONEIE'S.
Yeah, me too, Larry.
All right,
good doing it with you,
James. Do you have us? You want to take us out of here?
You know, Larry, it's I actually wrote a different one down, or I saw a different one I wanted to do, but I like this one so much that I forgot that we're just okay. You know, Larry, I'm sad to say goodbye but I'm also happy to say goodbye that have something that I'm sad to say goodbye about.
Oh, goodbye. That was great. I got one too. Catch me outside. How about that?
How about that, Larry?
All right, James. Super fun. This is a super long episode, and I hope everybody enjoys it, and I hope everybody comes back next week, and keep reading those comics.
Keep on rocking in the free world.
All right.
That's Nerd Wars. All right, Larry.
My favorite thing is monsters. I gotta put this on the web. Check us out on the web, sn1gbp.com. Check it out. All right, James. I'll see you next week.
All right, see you next week, Larry.
Bye.